Night 2 of the Gibraltar Darts Trophy, a Saturday evening special on the European Tour. Would it be yes way Jose and a big scalp for the Portuguese ace? Or would MVG show him who's the boss? Why was Snakebite rubbing his hands together? Did he have a secret for Dyson Perotti? The sound of silence, perhaps? And a Hollywood ending for Chris Dobie? Or could DUZZA turn desperation into domination? We write the script today on High Roller Radio. Yes, 13th and final pit stop on the European Tour with the European Championship just around the corner. This, the second of two sessions today, and the card chock full of talent. MVG's in the house, as is Glen, Durrant, Mensur, Suljovic, and Gerwen Price. Two Gibraltarians in action as well, so it could get rowdy with the home fans behind them. In the afternoon, we had a match with huge implications, but very little drama, as Bully Boy beat Danny Noppert to keep his Euro Championship hopes alive. Noppy, not so lucky. He will not qualify. In the tale of two snakes on a plane, the Asp won a thriller 6-4, beating Ryan Joyce. He had to average 108 to do so. Dave Chisnall, meantime, got by the Black Cobra 6-5, a nail-biter. Chizzy averaging 103. Daryl Gurney was also victorious, as outlined here by David Shaw, who calls Super Chin the 2020 World Champion. Bold prediction, my friend. I love this tweet from Humpathetic. Saw parts of one of your videos on YouTube, he said. Now I see you here. Instant follow. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Of course, we'd love a follow from all of you at High Roller Radio. A sub here on YouTube. Appreciate it as well. Hashtag love the darts. All right. Ian White, one of the best on the planet with a confident entrance, applauds the crowd, then dabs it down. The diamond dab, baby. Fortunate screenshot here. The crossfade with Michael Rosenauer portraying our first matchup. Even got George Noble in there. Kind of eerie, ain't it? Ghost Dart, said JMascus666, a Twitter handle perfectly suited for Ghost Darts. This was no contest. Already up 3-1. The Diamond got another on tops. 4-1 and cruising. He trailed 1-0, but he took 6 on the trot for a spot in the last 16. 6-1 the final. I've enjoyed too much sunshine the past few days, he admitted. Now I've got Michael, so I need to pick it up. Referring, of course, to his showdown tomorrow with Bully Boy. Just call this guy dancing to He Got Moves Tree. Dimitri Vandenberg strutting his stuff for the fans. Great footwork. I really like Dimitri's dancing moves on stage, tweeted Charlie Gray. But it was Jermaine Wattimena who was rocking and rolling early and often. Won the first two, then pinned double two for a 3-1 advantage. Come on, he says. Then for good measure, how about this? He followed a 174 with the 116 checkout. Beautiful. That made it 4-1, and you can make the final 6-2. We're good friends, he said, but on stage, we're enemies. Wessel Nyman with both arms raised. He was ready. 19 and living the dream. This guy, though, the darting dream. Mensur Suljovic signing autographs as per usual, and it was all Austria. Suljovic with the lot here en route to 3-0. The averages indicate Mensur was better. 11 points better. Kirk Bevins calling out the fifth leg winner at 4-1. It went 5-1 and 6-1 from there. Convincing and comprehensive. He's an absolute brilliant player, Mensur said. I gave him no chance. Superb from Mensur Suljovic, said Liam Martin. Shows you why he's Austria's #1 darts player. Good tilt next. The White Stripes means MVG, a daunting walk-on song for Jose de Souza. The Portuguese ace had to wait a while on stage for these warm-ups, promised to be a dandy. Very first leg, DUZZA fired in a 180 and followed with this, the 112 checkout. He found another maximum en route to 2-1, then 3-1, then missed the bullseye for 4-1. Wow! MVG did well on the 81 to stay close. Double 13 good, the big roar, and that seemed to spur him on because he'd hold next, then break for 4-3, then kick off the 8th leg with a 177. At 5-3, the scoreline, impressive stuff. An 11-darter and a 12-darter sprinkled in there, and the MVG monkey says right on. Trailing 3-1, he took 5 in a row, 6-3 your final. Jose can definitely play darts, he said. He's confident, but someone had to put that to the floor. Yes, 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 tweeted Claire Stringer. Shows how dominant MVG is, said Charlie Gray. Everyone saying he's not had an amazing 2019. They were wrong. Okay, Gibraltar's own Dyson Perotti, who yesterday said Peter who when referring to his opponent here, Snakebite, making the walk-on, once on stage rubbing his hands together as if to say, have I got a surprise for you? He did too. 2-0 to start. Perotti backstage dejected. How do you keep him quiet? You start 3-0. Tops for exactly that. Got to 4-0. This young fan watching on, now she did get to see some Dyson Dynamite, these reactions when he got on the board for 4-1. But the one is all he would get, a blowout. Peter who? That's who. Not good enough, Wright said. Too many 14 darters. What? Snakes are scary. Too many 14 darters? Yikes. Think Peter just introduced himself, said Rockabilly Roy. He'll not ask that question again. Richard Asson adding this. He asked for that. And yes, I suppose he did. Joe Cullen and Richie Edhouse shaking hands before battle. Madhouse out in front and on 48 for a 3-1 lead. No, he missed. And Rockstar did this. The 110 checkout on double 16 for level peggings. Big shot to get it back on serve. He started to pull away too. This double 4 good for a 6-leg break and a 4-2 lead. A little sip of water. Edhouse in the foreground, frustrated. He just had no answer tonight. Cullen wins it easily. 6-3 your final. I played well, he said, as quoted here by @TomSportsJourno. I felt really good up there. Richie was playing just as well as I was. The first game's difficult, no matter who you play, so I'm just happy to get over the hurdle. This was Glen Durrant Friday, comfortable in the cheap seats, watching the action. Here he is tonight, in the action, having fun, pointing and winking at a young fan first, then working up the crowd. It's good to be retired, ain't it? Living large on the Euro Tour. But it wasn't the start he was hoping for. As Chris Dobie raced out to a commanding 3-0 lead, you can see the angst on his face. Things weren't going well. This hurt too at 3-1 and sitting on 36. Hollywood went pinning the clutch 111 checkout. Can you say timely? Down by 3, but not out. DUZZA used his experience to claw it back to level. 3 on the spin. This double 4 made it 4 in a row, and what a turnaround indeed. From 3-0 and 4-1 down, he stormed back to win by 2. Averaged 104, make the final 6-4. DUZZA is amazing. That's a big win for me, he said. He's a superstar and a super person. All right, cue the Vanilla Ice for our finale. Gerwen Price headlines it, playing Gibraltarian qualifier Dave Francis, who was simply outmatched in this one. The Iceman, ice cool, playing in front of a hostile crowd. They were backing Francis indeed, but the scoreboard was backing Price. He didn't lose a single leg. The big roar at 5-zip, just because he can, the result of a 102 checkout. We ended with a whitewash as Gezi took it down 6-0. So there you go. Day 2 in the books. It all sets up a Super Sunday. It's the Gibraltar Darts Trophy today on High Roller Radio.